Welcome all wrist. Here I have the Omega Aqua Terra olive dial on a Strapcode Super J Louis bracelet, which is pretty much their version of a Jubilee. Now this bracelet, I've had it for a while, and I just thought I'd do a video to share my thoughts and kind of review it. It was originally made, not for this watch, but for the Seamaster 300 with the date at 3, the 41mm. Okay, not the newer version. So if you're thinking of getting one, make sure you get the correct one. Now, this bracelet, what I'll do is, first I'll showcase it while it's on the watch, then I'll take it off and compare it to the original stainless steel bracelet. Alright, so here it is on the watch. Let me open up the clasp. Here it is on the watch. Give you a few shots of it, some more angles. Now here it is, how it fits against the case. Now it's not a completely perfect fit, so if you have a look, let me just see, if you look like right here, see how there's still that tiny little ledge there where the lug doesn't really completely sit flush with the end link. So it's not a super perfect fit, but it's a pretty good fit. It's a pretty good fit. Let's have a look there. See, as you can see how the end link isn't sitting leveled and flush with the lug. There it is again. Okay. Sits nice against the case. Transitions well from the polished bezel to the polished center links. Has a nice brushing, and the brushing, yeah, it matches, I guess. Look. On the side. They've brushed sides in the bracelet as well, so it flows quite well. Let's look at it from a distance. Now I feel like the bracelet really emphasizes that unique case of the Aqua Terra. You can really see those lugs, those curved lugs popping on this bracelet. And you can see the contrast between the brushed and the polished. Try to get as many viewing angles for you guys as possible in case you're interested in getting this bracelet. So here it is. I have a 6.5 inch wrist. So it's very comfortable, feels really nice. Now do be mindful that the original Omega bracelet comes with female end links, and this one is actually male end links. So it will wear a bit bigger, larger, but I find that with Jubilee, you can always get a comfortable fit. Now the clasp, an issue I have with the clasp, sorry guys, bumped you a little bit. This here, when it's on wrist, this is actually very, oh, it's not, okay, it's not very, but you do have to push down pretty hard to get it to snap close. But other than that, I mean, the clasp is milled clasp. It is a bit rough on some of the edges, like if you look closely. Yeah. You know, the build quality is obviously not going to rival Omega, but for what you're paying, you know, it's pretty solid. And I have multiple Strapcode bracelets for my other watches, so I kind of know what to expect already. But the these links are really nice. This bracelet is really, it's done quite well, to be honest. Get a few more angles with it on the watch. Alrighty. What I'll do now is I'll take it off, and then I will compare it to the original bracelet. Alrighty, here are the bracelets side to side. Now, let's take a look. Here are the clasp. Now, as you can tell, the Omega clasp is going to be a much better build. There's no sharp edges, so see, there's no sharp edges at all. While on the Strapcode, yes, you can expect some sharp and rough edges, but keep in mind you're paying much less for this, and a premium for this. Okay, shutting that closed. Now going on to the bracelet. This has male end links, whereas the original bracelet has female end links. Okay, so when you take it off, this end link will separate, and you'll need to connect them back. Let's have a look. So both have polished center links. One is kind of like a oyster style, and the other Jubilee. See the, try and get up close on the brushing on both of these. So the brushing, let's compare it. Brushing looks pretty good. I'd say the brushing on the Omega is a bit more refined, but the Strapcode really does look good. And the polishing, it's a bit hard to compare the polishing because I mean, on the Jubilee it's just small sections, small links, versus a kind of like a wide area on the original bracelet. But look at how the brushed and polished contrast with each other. Here it is on the Jubilee. Now keep in mind the curved links of the Jubilee do play with light differently as well. So you see, so the Omega bracelet, I feel like it'll pop a lot more when it meets light. So see how those polished center links are popping much more than the Jubilee. But then again, the Jubilee does look like it's always shining. Alright, let's look. So the Strapcode does taper down, I believe it's from a 20 to a 18. On the Omega, it looks like it tapers from 20 to it's either a 19 or an 18, but let's have a look. It's pretty much a similar taper. Now let's look at the height of each link. Now if you have a look, Jubilee at the top, original OEM at the bottom. So the Jubilee will be a little bit thicker, and that clasp is a lot thicker. On the side. Alrighty. Now they're spring bars. These are the spring bars for the original bracelet. And these are the spring bars for the Strapcode Jubilee. So if you see, the original spring bars are much thicker, and they have more of this ledge to latch onto. So you won't be able to use the original spring bars with the Jubilee bracelet. Just keep that in mind. But you do get spring bars with the Strapcode when you purchase it, so that's good. Alright, I'll put the Aqua Terra back onto its original bracelet, just so you can see what it looks like on the original. Alrighty, back on its original bracelet, and guys, straight off the bat, the build quality on the original bracelet is going to be much better. It feels more solid, it's less jangly. Okay, it's less jangly. So let's do that sound test again. Ready? Okay, so it's less jangly, feels much more solid, it's more refined. The polishing and brushing is just a little bit, that touch better. It fits pretty much perfectly with the case. So see how it matches with the lugs real nicely. And it has like a nice curved slope to match the flow of the lugs going down, dips, and comes slightly back up. Okay, so the original bracelet fits a lot better with the case. Here's what it looks like. So there's the contrast between the brushing and the polishing, and it still flows well. Polished bezel with the polished center links and the polished sides of the lugs match well. Now it is polished on the sides of the bracelet, which I don't really mind because I never really see the side of the bracelet, but some could argue it doesn't match because of the brushed case, whereas others in certain angles like this, it flows with the lug. So I guess it's personal preference. Here's how the original sits. 6.5-inch wrist. Now female end links do help the wearability. Left hand. So here it is. Now I do think the Jubilee, it is a great purchase, and it does bring out the lugs a bit more than the original bracelet. So if you're looking for a nice change, maybe you like the date just on a Jubilee bracelet and you want a similar look, the Jubilee is a great option. Looks great. The build is good for what you're paying, but just keep in mind, don't expect it to be the same quality as the original Omega bracelet. Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.